Hey guys, Doug from Pinetree line, and this is the start of a new series on EDC items, everyday carry items. Some of them which will be my favorite EDC items, some of which will be new EDC items that we'll do reviews on, knives, flashlights, and so on. And no place better to start than my favorite EDC tool, which of course is a knife. And I don't think there's a better EDC knife out there right now in the folding knife world than the AD20.5. This is a beauty, and I honestly think it's a one and done. Alright guys, so when I'm talking about one and done, I'm not talking about the the knife collector, or those of you that are really into different blade steels and stuff like that. I'm talking about the person that's going to generally carry one blade for everyday carry. And I think that this could be a possibility of a one and done EDC knife. This is how you're going to get it. It comes in the Demko knives box here. It's all about the shark lock technology. And you got the cool case, double zippered. You can actually lock the case, which is kind of cool. And then in it, you're going to get the microfiber cloth. And there she be. The knife, and then on this side you're also going to get a second clip, and this is for left-hand carry. Alright, so taking a look at the knife itself, it has a 3-inch blade length. The cutting edge is about 2.75 inches on the shark's foot here. Closed length is 4.5 inches. The overall length is about 7.375 inches. The blade steel is Japanese steel, AUS 10A. Stainless steel. The blade thickness is 0.125 inches. In the case of the one I have, it's a shark's foot. It mimics a sheep's foot. It's a flat grind. It's got a stonewash tumbled finish. The handle material is gray Grivery. The handle thickness is 0.390. It's got stainless steel liner. The locking mechanism, of course, is the shark lock. Tip-up carry. It's about 3.5 ounces, and it was designed by Andrew Demko for Demko knives. All pretty cool. So just comparing some other knives for size, we got the Ontario Rat 1 Civivi Elementum. Given the fact that a lot of people are buying into the Civivi knives. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So it does have the Grivery handles, but they are enforced with the stainless steel liners. Carry wise, I mean, if I have a large to extra large hand, and I have no problem getting in between the curvature of this handle here. It just fits quite nicely. Got jimping up top here, so if you want to get ahead here. And of course the lock here is all embedded into here. Very strong, super strong. And Andrew Demko is the guy that developed the Triad lock for cold steel. So these are made out of Taiwan for Demko knives, and I believe it's the same factory that makes stuff for cold steel. So I know a lot of people will be critical of the AUS 10A steel, but it's a good solid steel, and the great thing about it, it's got a great heat treatment, and a lot of cold steel knives have the same heat treatment. So if that's one of the things that people would be concerned about, they don't necessarily have to be. It's not a deep carry clip, but it doesn't really fit too far out of your pocket. So the pivot's a T10, and then the rest of the screws are T6s. Why I think it's a good EDC knife is it's very lightweight at 3.5 ounces. It's super thin, so that's something you're not even going to really notice in your pocket. And I know some guys prefer a heavier pocket knife, but for the everyday carry, the people that are just going to be kind of a one and done, and the people that are just going to want to have one knife to carry every day, this is a perfect option. Also comes in a clip point. This one happens to be the shark's foot, similar to a sheep's foot. I prefer this one because the kind of cutting I do with opening boxes and letters and stuff like that, I'm not doing serious cutting. But this thing can do some serious cutting. If you want to see some cutting tests, go to Stasa23. I'll link his channel in the description, and the video he did where he did a lot of cutting tests on the on the AD20.5. So of course the AD20.5 is a production knife of the custom AD20. It's the same knife except it's just a lot smaller. It's just everything is kind of shrunk down. It's just an affordable option, you know what I mean? If you can't afford to get the custom or the machine ground version, the MG version, you can at least have one of these. Has a lanyard hole right here, of course. Some of the options in the future might be different blade steels, different colored scales as well. So there's going to potentially be different options in the future. One of the things that a lot of knife enthusiasts enjoy is, of course, how a knife deploys. And in this case, I mean, you got the thumb studs, spidey flick it with the hole here, no problem there. You can slow roll it if you want. You got a lot of options with it. Same with the left hand, you know, with the other pocket clip, no problem for left hand carry. And of course, because of the way the lock is, you don't have to worry about, you know, moving over a liner lock or anything like that. It's all done right here at the top of the knife. So some people have been critical of the price at about $150 US, that you're not getting a great steel. You can get, you know, better steels in other knives, and you might get the G10 handles or micarta instead of this Grivery. But really, you're getting the technology, you're getting the shark lock and the shark lock technology with this knife. And also, for some people who can't necessarily afford to get a custom version or even get their hands on a custom version, because that's near impossible, this is a great option. Right now, these are pretty difficult to get as well. However, there'll be more coming out in the future, and they'll be a little easier to get, you know, as time goes on. Out of all the folders I have, this is my absolute favorite. It's because I feel like I can use it. I feel like I can carry it and not have to worry about it. It's not a safe queen. It's something I can use every day, and it's, again, you know, lightweight. It's super fun. Cool texture. Another thing is the, you know, for the pocket clip, this little AD20.5 ramp here, it's the same on the on this scale as well. So when it's going in your pocket, it's going over the smooth part and not over the Grivery all the time. So that's kind of neat in itself. Yeah, I think it's a really cool looking knife. I think part of the great thing about knives, or and why people collect them, is just how they feel and how they look. And in this case, I just love the way this knife looks. I like the gray scales. I like the tumbled finish on the blade itself. I love the shark lock. This thing is just so much fun to play with. I think that's great too. I love everything about it. I'm not a blade snob or a steel snob in terms of that. I mean, my Rat 1 is an AUS 8 Rat 1, an older model that I've had for years, and you know, it doesn't bother me. I still use it, and if it gets dull, I sharpen it. And I think that's one of the things, if you're a collector or someone that's into knives, more than likely, you know, you're sharpening blades too. So, I mean, it's not really a big deal in that respect. But yeah, I think it's a fun knife. I think it's a great knife to have in your pocket. So many things you can do with it, and I think it's a one and done. I think it's a type of knife. I think it meets up with the you know, the Spyderco Para 2 or Para 3, where, you know, those knives are highly regarded as kind of a one and done knife as well. And I think this fits right into that genre. And I think, you know, eventually, you know, with different quality steels and stuff like that, I think more people will start thinking that way as well. But right now, for me, I'm good with it. I'm good with it just the way it is, as being a one and done, and the knife that I'll primarily carry. Let's go look at the shark lock. The spring's back in here, and you just pull down and up, and right away, you know, that blade's going down. So that's a key. If you just go straight back, it doesn't always fall very well, but yeah, if you go down and up, it falls no problem, and nice and easy. It's a great idea, great mechanism, and you know, the best thing about this knife is the shark lock itself. So Demko knives 20.5, highly recommend it. And you know what, if you get a chance to get one, I think you should. I think it's the way to go. If you're only going to get one blade, or you're going to go from your, you know, your old blade and you want to get into something newer, you can't go wrong with this. And I think for the price, especially if you're doing a one and done, I don't think price is going to be an issue in this case. So Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. You know, look forward to more everyday carry type videos and some reviews and stuff like that that are going to be coming up in the near future, and along with everything else that we do outdoors here at the Pinetree line. So thanks again for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you would. Give the video a like, and yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Take care.